Good morning students, this is Neha Jain from Shivjyoti Educational Group Kota. So today students will start with the next part of the video of chapter 13 Symmetry. This is the part 2 of Symmetry. Now children, in the part 1 I have already explained you regarding what is symmetry and what is the line of symmetry. In this video, I will just explain you regarding the number of lines of symmetry and the reflectional symmetry. So just children, consider the example over here. Here some shapes have been given to you and you have to determine the number of lines of symmetry for the figure. You can see this is an equilateral triangle. What is an equilateral triangle? In which all the three sides are equal to each other. So how many lines of symmetry are there in this? You can see here. This is a vertical line of symmetry. That is from all the three vertices you can draw the line of symmetry. For the square, again how many lines of symmetry are there? There are 4 lines of symmetry. That is vertical line of symmetry, horizontal line of symmetry and along both the diagonals. So in the case of square, there are 4 lines of symmetry. If we are just considering the rectangle, you can see in rectangle there are 2 lines of symmetry, that is horizontal and vertical. I can show you with the help of this activity. You can see children this, as I have already shown you. This is the shape of a rectangle. This is the shape of a rectangle. If you are folding it towards the vertical, if you are folding it vertically, you can see it is divided into 2 equal parts. So this folding line is known as the vertical line of symmetry. And if I am just folding this rectangle horizontally, you can see again it is divided into 2 halves. It is divided into 2 parts. So this folded line is known as the horizontal line of symmetry. Similarly, if we are just considering the square over here, you can see this is the shape of a square. Are you able to see? Now, if I am just folding it vertically, it is divided into 2 equal parts. So this vertical line is the vertical line of symmetry, and if I am folding it horizontally, you can see that again it is divided into the 2 parts. So this folding line is known as the horizontal line of symmetry. Now children, next is the isosceles triangle. As you all know that in isosceles triangle, 2 sides are equal to each other. So you can see there is only vertical line of symmetry. It is divided into 2 parts. In the case of rhombus, there is no vertical line of symmetry, no horizontal line of symmetry. But the rhombus is divided into 2 equal halves along its diagonals. You can see these are the diagonals over here. So there are 2 diagonals which divides the rhombus into 2 equal parts. In the case of circle, there are infinitely many lines of symmetry. So I will show you some figure on the board. So just see the example over here children. You can see here line segment. Line segment, there are 2 endpoints. So there is only one single line of symmetry. That is, it can be divided vertically into 2 halves. Okay. If you are just considering the isosceles triangle, as I have already told you, so this is an isosceles triangle in which the opposite sides are equal to each other. If we are dividing it vertically, you can see that this part is equal to this part. It is divided into 2 equal parts. So in case of isosceles triangle, there is only one vertical line of symmetry. If we are considering the equilateral triangle, in case of equilateral triangle, as you know that all the 3 sides are equal to each other. So along all the 3 vertices, there are 3 lines of symmetry. You can see from this vertex also, this part is equal to this part. If you are just drawing this line, so again it is divided into 2 equal halves. If we are dividing from this vertex, again it is divided into 2 equal parts. So we can see that in the case of equilateral triangle, there are 3 lines of symmetry. Now children, just consider the example over here. Find the number of lines of symmetry for each of the following shapes. Here the sum of the shapes has been given to you and you have to determine the number of lines of symmetry. Okay, you can see this shape. So we have to just talk about the line of symmetry. This is the first figure. You can see there is a vertical line of symmetry, horizontal line of symmetry, and along both the diagonals it can also be divided into 2 parts. So in the first figure, there are 4 lines of symmetry. Similarly, just see this figure. Again, there are 4 lines of symmetry, that is vertical, horizontal and along both the diagonals, that are the slanting lines. So again, for this figure, there are 4 lines of symmetry. If you are considering the another figure, you can see that inside this rectangle there is a plus mark. So how many lines of symmetry are there? Again, when you are dividing horizontally, it is divided into 2 parts. Vertically, again it is divided into 2 parts, and if you are just dividing in this way, again it is divided into 2 parts. So for this figure also, again there are 4 lines of symmetry. If you are considering this figure, you can see that this figure can be divided only vertically into 2 equal parts. So there is only 1 line of symmetry, that is the vertical line of symmetry for this figure. If you are just considering the next figure, it is the shape of an, how many points are there? There are 8 vertices. So how many lines of symmetry are there? There are 6 lines of symmetry for this octagon. Okay. If you are considering this figure, that is the F part, again when you are dividing through 6 lines of symmetry, so this comes to be that there are 6 lines of symmetry for this figure. For the G and the H part, there are no lines of symmetry. If you are just considering this flower, there are 3 lines of symmetry, that is the vertical and 2 slanting lines are there. So there are 3 lines of symmetry for this figure. Now children, there is one question. Can you draw a triangle which has exactly 1 line of symmetry, B exactly 2 lines of symmetry, C exactly 3 lines of symmetry, D no lines of symmetry? Sketch a rough figure in each case. Children, we will discuss this question on board. So children, first consider the A part, exactly 1 line of symmetry. As you know children, in the case of isosceles triangle in which the opposite sides are equal, there is only 1 vertical line of symmetry. So in the case of isosceles triangle, you can see that there is only vertical line of symmetry. So isosceles triangle is a triangle in which there is exactly only 1 line of symmetry. If we just consider the C part, exactly 3 lines of symmetry. So as you know children, that in the case of an equilateral triangle, all the 3 sides are equal. So there are 3 lines of symmetry from the 3 vertices. So an equilateral triangle is a triangle in which there are exactly 3 lines of symmetry. Now children, there is no such triangle which exists having the 2 lines of symmetry. That is, there is no triangle in which there are 2 lines of symmetry. Now, is there any triangle? Yes, we can draw a scalene triangle which has no line of symmetry. So children, what is a scalene triangle? A scalene triangle is a triangle in which all the 3 sides are unequal to each other. That is, when we are drawing the right angle triangle, it is a scalene triangle in which there is no line of symmetry. Now children, you can just see this question and practice. Just see, copy the following drawing on squared paper, complete each one of them such that the resulting figure has 2 dotted lines as 2 lines of symmetry. So children, 6 figures are given to you. So on a grid paper, on a square paper, you can just draw the symmetrical shape as per the given. Okay. So how the shapes will be drawn, you can see in the answer over here. Here the 1 line was given, so the complete rhombus is formed. Similarly, this shape was a particular triangular shape, so the star will be formed. Similarly, other 4 shapes can be drawn symmetrical to each other. Now, our next topic is children, that is the reflectional symmetry. What is a reflectional symmetry? A reflectional symmetry is a type of symmetry in which one half of the object is the mirror image of the other. A figure may have both horizontal and vertical lines of reflection. That is, what is the reflectional symmetry? In which one half of the object is exactly the mirror image of the other half. An object and its image are always at the same distance from the surface of the mirror. which is called the mirror line. So children, whenever you are standing in the front of the mirror, you can see that your image and you are at the same distance from the surface of the mirror. So this surface of the mirror is called the mirror line. Now you can see here letters written from right to left appear written from left to right in the mirror image. So children, some of the letters are such that appears from left to right as written from right to left. That is, they appear inverted or reversed. Letters like A, M and U appears the same in their mirror image. These are the three letters which appear same in their mirror image. This is an example. The letters A, H, I, M, O, T, U, V, W, X and Y appears the same in the mirror image. So children, these are some alphabets in which the mirror image does not seems to be reversed or inverted. They appears the same. All the other letters of the alphabet appear reversed in their mirror image. Here are some examples given. As for an example C, it appears to be reversed in the mirror image. Similarly, when you see the letter N, it appears to be reversed. Similarly, R, it appears to be reversed. Some of the alphabets are such that appears same in the mirror image, and some of the alphabets are such that appears to be reversed or inverted in the mirror image. Now see the next question children. In each figure alongside a letter of the alphabet is shown along with the vertical line. Take the mirror image of the letter in the given line. Find which letters look the same after reflection. That is, which letters look the same in the image and which do not. Can you guess why? Try for OEM, NP, HL, TS, VX. So children, this is an activity for you that you have to practice, that some of the letters appears to be same in the mirror image and some of the letters appear to be reversed in their mirror image. So you can see some letters over here children. A, it has the same mirror image. When you see the alphabet B, it appears to be reversed. O is having the same mirror image. E, it is having the inverted mirror image. Similarly, M, it appears to be having the same mirror image. N, it appears to be reversed. Similarly, P, it also appears to be reversed. H, it is having the same mirror image. L, it is having the reversed mirror image. T, it is having the same mirror image. S, it appears to be inverted. V, it is having the same mirror image. And when we are talking about X, it is having the same mirror image. Children, we have seen some alphabetical toys of the children that kids used to play at home. This is the letter U. When you see the mirror image of U in the mirror, it appears to be same. This is the letter U. When you are considering the alphabet I, you can see that it is having the same mirror image. So children, these are the reflectional mirror images of some of the alphabets. So children, I hope whatever I have taught you, you understood it well. So keep on practicing the real examples. Thank you. Stay healthy, stay safe.